Hello, welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. Now, if you are losing chunks and chunks of hair and you're terrified of what you're seeing on your bathroom floor, your pillowcase, or on your brush, then this is the video for you. Hi, I'm Dr. Karen, and I went through intense hair loss last year. And not only I was able to stop the hair loss, I was able to regrow my hair. And now I'm at the stage where I'm just working on the texture of my hair strand, which has become very dull and dry. And it's the common symptoms that happen during the start of perimenopause. Along with shedding, you also see the texture change. So a lot of people go from straight hair to slightly curly hair, or from slightly curly hair to like really frizzy hair. One way or another, the texture changes. And I think this is the point that I have not seen anybody talk about. So let's get into it. So it's totally normal to lose some hair every day, around 50 to 100 strand. But if you are noticing way more than your usual, then of course it's not your imagination. You are going through hair loss, which is called alopecia. And it can technically happen to anyone at any age, but it's especially very common around perimenopause and menopause. So I have two objectives in this video. Number one, I want to just broadly go over different type of hair loss so you are aware that there are many types, which I was not, and I just started treating my hair without even going to a dermatologist, and I was lucky that my treatment matched the type of hair loss that I was going through. Had I known the different types, I definitely would have consulted my doctor to make sure before I spend all this time and money, I am targeting the right type of hair loss. The second objective of this video is just to go over my hair regimen. I'll go through all the devices, serum, supplements, shampoos, conditioner that I have used in the last 12 to 18 months. And like I said, I am happy with the results. So type of hair loss, though, I'll just mention the three most common type, but again, no, there are many more. So number one, by far the most common type is called androgenetic alopecia. Androgenetic alopecia is a pattern hair loss, and it usually appears as a gradual thinning along your part line. So your part line, you'll see start whitening. That's the first clue. And some people, the thinning starts happening at the top of the scalp, so you will notice that your ponytail might be getting thinner and thinner over time. Now, again, it's largely genetic. If hair thinning runs in your family, you're more susceptible to it. So many women usually don't even notice this mild thinning because it's so subtle until they hit perimenopause. And around that time, usually the loss accelerates. Keep in mind that almost every woman will have some degree of female pattern hair loss if she lives long enough. So about 2/3 of postmenopausal women will have hair thinning or even small bald spots throughout their scalp. Now, in this condition, again, the hair follicle gradually shrinks and it produces thinner and shorter hair, the process called miniaturization. Now, female pattern loss, again, is non-scarring, which is a great news. So the follicles are not permanently destroyed. So the treatments can help revive the follicle, which can then produce a healthy strand of hair. The second most common type of hair loss is telogen effluvium. It is stress-related shedding, and the shedding is like a diffuse shedding. It happens all over the scalp, and it's caused by shock to the system. You will start seeing the shedding 2 to 3 months after the trigger, and the trigger can be anything. It could be a severe stress, could be a major illness, could be a surgery, crash dieting, childbirth, thyroid imbalance, perimenopause is a trigger. So in this type, the hair follicles synchronize into a resting phase and then start shedding all at once. So you will just notice lots and lots of strand, your hair just coming out in chunks. Very, very distressing. Now, again, the good news with telogen effluvium type of hair loss is that it's reversible once the underlying cause is addressed. Now, the hair often grows back over several months. You have to be patient. Give yourself 6 months to 12 months. The other type is very common, and it's a little bit more serious than the other two. Is the autoimmune form of hair loss called alopecia areata, where immune system mistakenly attacks your hair follicle, thinking that's a foreign body, which leads to like a appearance of patchy bald spots throughout your scalp. This can happen at any age, including midlife. I think the important thing to note that it's not directly caused by perimenopause and menopause. Now, alopecia areata can sometimes resolve on its own. It will just go away, or it can be treated with medication to calm the immune system down. These three were the most common type of hair loss, but keep in mind that there are also other type of hair loss. For example, there are traction alopecia, which is a hair loss from like a chronic pulling of the hair, like because of the tight ponytail, braids, extension. So basically, you're causing a mechanical damage to the follicle. There's a scarring alopecia that's caused by inflammatory conditions that usually kind of destroys the follicle and cause permanent damage. Now, there are other certain scalp conditions that also can contribute to hair loss. For example, if you have severe dandruff, some types of dermatitis, lupus of scalp, some certain medication can cause hair loss, like chemotherapy drugs, high dose vitamin A, a certain blood pressure or antidepressant medication can be the culprit. So in short, there are like many factors that can influence our hair, right? Either it could be due to one factor that I discussed, or it could be the combination of factors that is causing your hair loss. That's why it's very important that you just go ahead and see your dermatologist. So from the get-go, you know what kind of loss you're dealing with, and your treatment will match your diagnosis. Before I get into my regimen, I think it's important to again remind you that sometimes what looks like a menopausal hair loss could have other contributors that are treatable, like thyroid disorders or iron deficiency or a vitamin D deficiency. So all of them combined are very notorious for causing hair shed. Now, if that's the cause, then you just have to correct that, and that will take care of the problem. Now, let's get into the part that I was waiting for. I'll share with you the things I have done in the last 12 to 18 months. So number one, again, the thing that most matters when it comes to your skin, nails, hair is good nutrition. So again, high protein, high fiber, good fats, less processed food, less sugar. Exercise, and if you are in your late 30s and beyond, weight training is a must, and lots and lots of walking for creating a good blood circulation, and of course a good night's sleep. This is a foundation. You have to have that before you start piling up different treatment, because if you don't have that, if you don't have your foundation dialed in, it really doesn't matter what you do. It's just not going to have the same effect. Now, the second thing is supplementation. Now, supplementation can definitely help if you have, like I said, other things dialed in. So again, I take protein powder. I regularly, every day, I take collagen. I take 5 milligrams of creatine, omega-3 fish oil, and the one thing that I had added was Nutrafol. Now, Nutrafol, again, is extremely expensive, but I was desperate at that moment, so I got a subscription for 6 months. So it's been 4 months. So I have 2 more months to go. So by the time I started this, my hair shed has already slowed down, and then 2 months into taking this, it's completely stopped. So this can very well have an effect on my shedding, or it could be the combination of all the things that I was doing. So let me tell you what were they. Number 3 thing, aside from the basic foundation, your supplementation, is my hormone replacement therapy. My HRT has helped my hair tremendously. Like I said, estrogen is protective of hair follicle, but by no means I'm taking HRT for my hair. That is only a positive side effect. Number 4, fun part, devices. So the first thing that I included in my regimen when I was shedding hair was my red light therapy cap by higher dose. I have talked about it in one of my previous videos that I will link below if you want to get the details of how many LED lights are in there, or what's the cost. Definitely check that video out. So this is the first thing that I incorporated. Is for 10 minutes every day, and I could see baby hairlines throughout my scalp, and especially starting around my hairline. So let me show you. So this is not a haircut. This is the hair growth from using red light therapy. Now, this is about 12 months of hair growth that you're seeing, and I have this length of strands all over my scalp. I sometimes, when I'm brushing and when I'm putting a ponytail, I can see them. So for red light therapy, I can tell you for sure that it had helped me, because at that time I was not doing anything else. And then later I incorporated my microneedling of the scalp, and for that I used a Revive hair mask. It's a hair stimulating serum. It has patent liposomal RCP. It has peptide stem cells, growth factors. That's what it looks like. So what I would do, because the most of the loss that I noticed is that, again, like there was a widening of my part and it was right there. So I would go ahead and use this stamper. Now this is like 0.25 millimeter. So I will do a stamping along my hairline. It's not that painful. I mean, you'll get used to it, but if you have never done it, yeah, it kind of stings a little bit. So you just do it like, I would just go once from, left to right, and then right to left, and then I will just take the dropper, I will put the serum on, and then I'll just give it a good massage so it can just get absorbed very well. So I did that for like 2-3 months. Now I do that like once a week or once every 2 weeks. I'm trying to finish the bottle basically. So once I'm done with this, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this. I already do so many things. So this might, when I'm done with this, it might go away unless my shedding kind of comes back. So the other device that I'm including this in a device because it is. Anything that you can do to bring the circulation back, because basically that's what the red light is doing. It kind of increasing the blood circulation, and that's how your follicle kind of revives. It comes back to life. So during shampooing, again, being very gentle, I would like gently. Now I won't drag my hair. I would just just go like this. So I will lift this, and then I'll go section by section, making sure that I am giving myself a good massage. So I'll do that during both the shampoo and conditioning. I think this theoretically should work, but again, like I said, I started doing all the other things at the same time, so I don't know which one of them worked, which one did not. But again, there's it's for like a minute or less than a minute that you have to do that, and then you're good to go. So these were my devices. I already talked about supplement. Now, one of the product that I use is evidence-based. All the other things are science in progress, it's anecdotal data, but Minoxidil 5%, it had tons of paper science behind it. This thing works. I'll show you how I use it. I use 5% Minoxidil. I use it on a daily basis. Out of everything that I've talked besides red light therapy, I'll hold these things together. These are evidence-based. They have science behind it, especially Minoxidil has been around for a long time. It has a lot of papers supporting the effectiveness, and I can attest to it. Now it comes in different forms. It comes in oral forms, and it comes in this is a foam, and you just shake it, and I'll show you. And I usually, what I do, I put a glob here and I just massage it in. Usually the glob is not that big, but I created a mess. So you just go in there. So it increases the blood circulation to the scalp, and then like I said before, once your follicle is receiving adequate blood circulation with good nutrients, it will automatically flourish. I also take some on a spoolie and I just swipe it on my both eyebrows. Sometimes if I cannot find spoolie, I put it on my finger really quickly, it will start melting. I dab, and I just go like this and call it a day. Now, if you have a pet, you have to be careful because this is very toxic to them. You have to make sure that you wash your hand thoroughly. Now let me share the shampoo and conditioner that I used when I was actively shedding. Now again, this was during this one is from Revive Serum. So the shampoo is called hair stimulating shampoo. It has their proprietary, and again, a fluid pure. It has a probiotic technology, liposomal melatonin, and hair protection complex. See that? And their hair stimulating conditioner has again their proprietary substance, quercetin and amino acid with colloidal oatmeal. Now, for some reason, their conditioner is just so rich and silky. It's like a mask. I love this. When I stopped shedding, I moved to Regimen acidic bonding concentrate shampoo and conditioner. Because my focus has changed. Now the focus is not, treating the shedding, the focus is treating the texture. One thing that I also use before shampooing, I will wet my hair and I'll use the acidic bonding concentrate intensive treatment. It's like a mask that I put in. Leave cicadas. Man, I am not a fan of them. I hate them. Okay, thank you. So I use this, you leave it for 10 minutes and then you shampoo and conditioner. After I'm done washing my hair, I towel dry it gently, and then I use the Color Fanatic by Pureology. It's a leave-in conditioner. So it kind of protects against so many things, including thermal damage. Two more things that I do is again focused towards the texture of my hair strand, is that I use two products from Kerastase. Number one is the Nutritive Magic Night Serum right here. So I part my hair in two sections. So basically I do this, my daughter, and I take one pump and I just massage it here, so making sure that, you know, the ends, that's the most dry part of your hair, yeah, it's covered in the serum. And then I just gently kind of make a loose bun at top, so I'm not tugging on my hair when I'm sleeping. The other product that I use from Kerastase and have fallen in love with this because it smells divine, it's their elixir oil. Like I said, it smells so good. I take half a pump and I use it on both ends. It's so expensive, so if any of you know a dupe for this, which is even 80% as good as this one, I'll take 70% as good as this one, you know, please let me know and I'll switch over, because I go through this so fast. Instantly get rid of the frizz. It does not leave your hair oily. It just, your hair kind of just takes in all the oil and just feels so much healthier. You know, I'm so tempted to do it right now. Let me just do it right now. So I just took some. Oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna go ahead, spread it, and then I just go ahead and just run my fingers through my hair, and it instantly, I don't know if you can tell, it makes your hair smoother and softer, and it takes care of the frizz, especially if you're trying to make a ponytail. You can make a nice sleek ponytail using this oil. I hope you found value here. Now, if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you next one. Bye.